Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. And today, I have a special guest, all the way from somewhere in America,
Yes.
my older sister.
Hey!
And she is also a legendary artist, if not the most legendary. Or at least more legendary than me.
Oh,
But that's
boy.
what's being drawn on the screen right now.
Yeah, that's me doing my thingy-majigger on my iPad.
Yeah, so the format's a little bit different,
Wonky.
but it's fine. Most people draw on iPads anyway, so
Yes.
it's totally fine. But we did this challenge thing where we both drew a character,
Yes.
and we didn't really know anything about each other's character other than the genre was fantasy.
Yes.
And then we're gonna try to put them in the same story, even though we didn't.
We had no idea what we were going to do with each other's characters,
Exactly.
respectively.
So now we are gonna try to put them in the same story. We kind of already did a little bit because we couldn't resist.
We couldn't resist.
We-
So as we were
just editing. Well, as we were getting ready to. do
getting
this.
ready to edit,
Yeah,
we
we-
were like, all right, what about this guy and this girl, and then what's gonna happen, bro?
Yeah. So we did come up with some
We did come up with some.
because we just can't help. We're just too legendary.
So my character is the protagonist, aka main character, aka best girl.
And then I did the antagonist, which is not quite the antagonist. He's not. He is.
He isn't the big boss,
He's not the big boss though. He's
but
like.
he is the antagonist to this girl's story.
Yeah, so
Speaking of, they need names.
That's true.
We did not name them.
So that'll be cool. So
that would be cool.
we'll name. Well, let's think of a name for her.
Live on air,
And
you get to hear
yeah, the creation.
of this girl's name.
But we'll come up with her name, and then
Yes.
whenever mine starts, we'll come up with his name.
Okay, so what are we gonna call her? Like,
I don't know. It's your character.
Janice, Clara, Jean, Daisy,
Watabi.
in what universe would that make sense?
It sounds kind of African. I don't know.
She's not African though. She's like Hispanic.
Oh no.
Oh, maybe then she should actually have a Hispanic name, or she could just be like a mixed racial
Yeah.
lady. Oh yeah, here I was trying to draw a dress before I
yeah.
realized that it was going to be
Wasn't gonna
really
work.
complicated because she's riding, both legs over the broomstick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I was just
Smart-
like
smart
opted out for
choice.
shorts.
Good job.
Thank you.
But so the name is.
I don't know.
If we
bro.
don't come up with
I
it,
kind
I'll
of
ju- we can
weirdly
just-
like Janice.
Janice.
I'm not gonna lie. It sounds very responsible. I
We
feel
can
like
go
she's
with that.
very
Yeah.
responsible. At the very least, it can be a working name.
Yeah, that'll be the work in progress
Okay,
name,
Janice.
if not the final one.
Yes.
But anyway, you explain your character.
Okay, so my character is this girl who's like a witch, sort of, kind of. I mean, yeah, she is. Or she's going to school to be a witch because, witch schools are totally a thing.
They're in now.
They're
these
in.
days. They're in with the youth.
They are in with the youth.
Ironically, I literally don't know if it is, so we could be.
We could be completely off about
Yeah,
this, but I
yeah.
have read several stories about
Yeah.
witches and witch schools particularly. So, she had this locket which Isaac drew on his character.
Yes.
We didn't know, clearly we didn't know what accessories we were going to give each other characters.
Yeah, so
but
I just-
whenever I saw the locket, I was like, what if that actually belonged to Janice?
Yeah.
And
then-
what if he took it?
yeah, because he's the antagonist.
He's
so
the
it's just like, oh,
antagonist.
maybe he's like a thief or something.
Yes.
And then we came up with the cool idea that was you had to have the locket to get into the school.
Get into the school. And so Isaac's character, wait, you explain.
So my character is he's really extra, and you'll be able to see it whenever I actually start drawing it.
He's
but
an extra lad.
he's an extra lad. He likes to. He's kind of like an aspiring villain,
Yes.
and he tries to basically be extra to make people think he's like a big time villain, but he's really not.
Yes.
And so his goal is to take over the school that she's going to, and part of his plan was to take the locket and infiltrate the school.
Yes.
And he's always just like, one day I will rule this school.
Rule the school.
But anyway,
bro.
what ends up happening is he takes the locket, but then loses it. Perhaps whenever she's trying to take it back or something, she's trying to track him down, and then he loses it. And so he's like, "Dadgummit, that was part of my plan." And she's like, "Dadgummit, that was how I was gonna get in this school."
Yep.
So they end up kind of working together
To try and get it
to
because
try
they
and get
both
it because
want
they both need it. And it's kind of just they're both kind of suspicious because they're I need to get this, but he also wants it. So we kind of, so they're teamed up, but then also not teamed up. And it's kind of a cool dynamic. And it probably gets from frenemies to just friends
Yes,
along the way.
And eventually,
Yeah.
we're gonna aim for the enemies to lovers trip.
Yes.
Yes! It's gonna be great. It's gonna
Cliche,
be great.
but done well.
Yes, done well. It's gonna be legendary. So but anyway, on their adventure, they just are just gonna
Yeah.
become legendary.
Yeah, exactly.
And then by the time they get the locket back, Janice is gonna be like, I don't even need witch school anymore.
And like I was thinking just now, it'd be cool if like near the end,
Uh-huh.
like basically one of them's in trouble and the person has the lock and he's just like, I'm gonna get out of here. But then that person like screws the locket to save the other person. And so it
Okay.
kind of shows that they've
Oh,
gone beyond the locket into just being friends.
Oh, yes!
And that could work.
That would be great. That would be like a good midpoint.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
And like they probably like they like find the locket, but then they lose it again because the person's just like, I actually don't hate this person and I feel bad.
Yeah, like I would
leaving
feel
that
bad to
person.
just ditch them.
Exactly. So then they have to find the locket again, but this time they're slightly more like friends instead of enemies. And so yeah, that could be pretty cool.
That would be very cool.
Anyway,
On
my
to
character.
his character legend that he is. He needs a name.
Yeah. Okay, so
he's albino, correct?
well, the funny thing is he just ended up being that way. Like I wasn't planning on it. I was just like, you know what? I'm feeling white hair. And then I was like,
You know what?
how
I'm
about
feeling
red
pale.
eyes and pale?
Red eyes. So, but you know, I actually did a lot of research about albinism once. It'd be kind of cool because they usually have like eye problems. You could kind of incorporate albinism actually into his character. It'd be
Yeah.
pretty legit.
That
bro.
would be kind of cool.
Of course, you don't have to do that too because it's fantasy, and you can have white hair and red eyes
Yeah.
without being like an albino necessarily.
Well, that could work though. That could be cool.
It would be interesting.
Maybe he's
There
like
are very few like seriously represented albinos
That's
in
true.
things, so I feel like it'd be pretty dope.
yeah, and it could be part of his like he wants to be a villain
Yes.
to to like I don't know get people to accept him.
Yes,
I don't
because
know.
he feels spurned.
That could be his story arc or whatever.
Indeed. I know I watched several videos about a few albinos who are a little bit insecure, but not every albino is necessarily insecure
yeah.
about
I
their
mean, it makes
albinism.
sense.
Yeah, it really just depends on the person.
Move the mic a bit.
Yes, yes.
But so you can see the drawing's getting pretty legendary.
It is getting very
And
legendary.
I'm actually surprised. I'm proud of myself because I feel like I wasn't quite put to shame. Because like Grace's drawing was really good, and she's also better
But
than me at
see,
drawing in
but
general.
fun fact, I feel like Isaac, yeah,
fine.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good with names. I forgot about that. All right, so I feel like Isaac is actually a lot better at certain things than I am. Like I am pretty decent at anatomy. Actually, really, I'm not. But I try.
Better than me.
I try hard to be. And so, but he's very good at character design. It's something that I very much appreciate. Oh, the ghost fists. Explain.
Oh yes. So you can see I struggle with this guy a lot before I finally land on like what I really want. Originally and probably still.
In canon.
Yeah,
yes.
he was gonna have like his power was ghost fists, where he could just like summon. There's an expression that
Did not work out.
did not work out. But anyway,
Legendary.
he was gonna have ghost fists, and maybe he still does. I don't know. But he like summons ghost fists, and he's just like go forth and punch people.
Yeah.
And especially because like his personality is kind of rambunctious and like he
Oh,
does
you were
before
going to
he
go
thinks.
for a mask for like 2
Oh,
seconds.
I took it. Here's something. I was like,
Ponytail.
no, it wasn't a ponytail. I was going
Oh.
for like a knapsack on his face.
Oh,
And he had like holes
interesting.
and like I tried mouths and stuff.
Oh, is this whenever you said that this goes
Yeah,
from
I
like
said that
normal
it
guy
goes
to
from normal guy to really evil.
really evil? But then I guess he scrapped
Then I
this.
scrapped it because I couldn't get it to work because like as you said, it kind of looks like a ponytail.
Yeah. it
And then I
does.
went for ponytail and then I was like, no. I just couldn't get it right.
Yeah, so
And
you were
then
just
I
like
deleted
"Bleh."
it. Yeah. And I kept going. I kept trying to see if I could do
the thing.
the plague doctor mask. But anyway, I ended up landing on spiky hair. I was gonna do narrow eyes, but then I was like, hey, let's just go with like really joyful. And this is what I finally ended up with. And
Aw.
the fists were gonna stay, but then I realized I really couldn't draw them very well, and so I went with something different. But this is basically, and there's the locket.
The
I
locket.
just drew that because his hand seems
It's
kind of
on.
empty.
It's on his wrist.
Yeah, it's kind of like on his arm because he's flexing. He's just like, haha, I got it.
Yeet.
But anyway, I made his hair even smaller because originally it was just gonna be huge. But anyway, I start the line art. My biggest skill.
Pride. I know.
I'm-
Line art is my biggest skill too. Every artist I know is like coloring. My favorite part is coloring. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! And I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
I do not like coloring that much.
I know.
I like line art.
Line
That's
art is
where I
legendary.
feel comfortable.
And like recently, I've actually been getting because like a lot of artists can relate to the fact where the line art never looks quite as good as the sketch. But recently, I've been doing so much better, and like every time I turn off the sketch, I'm like, wait, this is 100 times better.
Still good, or
It's
even
still good,
better.
it's
Yes.
And it just makes me so happy.
It is a very legendary feeling.
But
when you get
anyway.
to that point, finally.
So good. But anyway, I basically just tried to give him fantasy style,
Yeah.
and soon I get rid of the fists
See, there's
whenever
the
I go
locket.
to line art. Yeah, there's the locket, and the hand is
the
very
legendary
bad.
hand.
I mean, we all know that I don't really draw hands, but you know, I do whenever I have to, and it ends
Yeah.
up being.
I mean, I don't
not,
think it's
not
terrible.
great, but you know.
Oh, that looks like a decent. Well,
Yeah, it's not, it really isn't that great.
I mean, I don't know. That doesn't look
I mean,
decent.
it kind of works, but I like the idea that I went with, which is I draw like, I go for a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
different
So how are we
designs.
gonna incorporate that guy into the
I was
story?
thinking that like,
This
because like
ghosty boy.
originally he was gonna be like the boss, like this guy's boss, but then he's really a timid boss, so the guy just does whatever he wants.
He could just be like a pal.
Yeah, he could just be like a pal. That happens a lot in shows and stuff.
I feel like my girl needs a pal too, like a
Yeah.
familiar,
Yeah,
but like maybe not quite a familiar,
Yeah.
but still just like a little animal buddy. Because I
Just-
love
yeah.
animal buddies.
and just
They're my
get
favorite.
That much closer to Disney Princess.
Yeah.
But
Janice,
yeah.
the Disney princess.
Is there? It seems like there would be a witch Disney princess.
It does seem like there would
guess
be,
not.
but I guess there isn't.
Huh. Well, anyway, I started doing a little bit of line refinement here because I really, my line art is really rough. Like, I actually don't try to do it super perfectly, and I go back and fix the roughest stuff and leave the rest kind of rough because it's part of my style. It's charming.
Yeah.
It's great. But this is basically line art done, and it looks legendary.
It does look
quite
legendary. I really like it. I really like it a lot.
I'm actually super proud of it. Not gonna lie.
Yes.
But anyway, I was gonna say something,
Okay.
and then I lost it. So it was about the story.
Okay. Okay.
My brain is just mesmerized by my incredible talent of drawing. But yeah, so that looks a lot oranger than it did whenever I was first drawing.
Yeah, it does look a little orange.
But I think the dark purple of the cape, that was
contrast.
what I was talking about.
Oh right.
The cape is a big thing for this guy
Yes.
because he's like, I'm not a villain without my cape.
Mhm.
And so like anytime anybody like messes with the cape, especially because he doesn't care about anything. He's kind of really nonchalant about stuff. He's kind of just like really
A chill bro.
But
Well, actually, he's not.
he's
chill,
not chill, but like he's
But he
like
doesn't care about stuff.
yeah, he's just like if you do something, he's just like you could punch him in the face and he's like sweet.
And he's
we're
like,
fist
whatever.
fighting, you know?
Yeah, fist fight.
But
Yeah.
when it comes to his cape, he's really
Very particular.
particular and attached to the cape. So it's just like if you get a speck of mud on it, he's just like you messed with the wrong guy.
You messed with the wrong
But if you
guy.
get like a whole mud ball in his face, he's just like, all right, you know, it's just like he's just like, all right, mud fight, you know, blah blah blah. But like
But the cape.
the cape is serious business. But,
Serious business, my bro.
but I feel like that could tie into like maybe his character, some kind of character arc thing. Like his cape was given to him by his father. Or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
it could
Maybe it
be
could actually
something
have
like
some
that.
sort of sentimental value.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. I didn't think
Because
about
like
that.
he always
I just thought that was
says-
like a really random and specific quirk of
Yeah.
his.
Yeah.
So.
And like that's
interesting.
what everybody thinks.
That's what everybody.
It's just like he says that it's because he wants to be a villain. It's just like he's not a villain without his cape to throw people off, but it's really because he's got a dramatic past.
He's got a dramatic. Oh yeah, we were gonna have him have a dramatic past.
Yeah.
Which makes everybody feel more emotionally attached towards characters,
Yeah.
but instead of him being like all dramatic about his dramatic past, he's just gonna be like, yeah, that happened. Bye.
Yeah,
Like,
because
it's
like
just-
he
it's
worked.
cool.
I worked through it.
I worked through it.
we're-
All's well.
We're done.
Like,
And
I'm-
everybody like every time anybody hears it, like the main character maybe, she'd just be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you poor soul," and he's just like, "I'm good." I mean, it was rough when it happened, but
But it's like it's chill now. I don't care.
we're done.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, that
And
could,
potentially
that could,
could
be a cool
help Janice with her
Yeah.
existential crisis, because I'm pretty sure that Janice is somebody who's had to like work really hard for everything her entire life and is
Yeah.
like really upset about not going to the witch school.
thing. Yeah,
And
and
all
this
that
guy,
jazz. And she's probably really insecure.
yeah,
Probably.
and then this guy like everything kind of goes right. Like he's just like I don't think I do, and he just kind of does stuff and it ends up working out anyway.
So they're good foils for each other. Even
Yeah.
even like color scheme, well not color scheme wise, but like yeah,
kind of
color scheme
match.
wise, they match, but they also don't match because he's a lot paler
Yeah.
and like you did just lighter colors in general. But they both kind of have the blue purple theme going
Yeah.
on. But like they're just so much different as far as like structure and what's the word I'm looking for? Structure and colors.
Yeah.
And Skin tone?
Skin tone?
Design, skin tone,
Just everything generally?
everything, yeah.
They're the same, but they're different.
Yes.
But anyway, I just realized this is
done.
over.
And
I'm gonna be putting up the final pictures now.
yay!
But I hope you enjoyed this video. Super fun.
Thank you so much, my dudes.
And don't forget to subscribe. I always try to come up with like a interesting way of saying subscribe, like smash the like button or something. But it's just like.
But that's
just subscribe.
abuse.
Yeah.
That's like button abuse. We don't support that. You can gently tap.
Gently tap it. Brush it with like the paintbrush or whatever. I don't know.
Give it, pet it gently.
Pet it gently.
As
Yeah.
a good boy. And also,
Alright.
don't you dare.
Thank
right?
you. Go for it.
Do not dare hit that button. That's the bell. The bell. Don't
do
hit it.
Don't do it. I mean, it's just like you guys, you're killing me.
You're killing me, Smalls.
But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video.
Yes.
Subscribe for more great ones.
Yes, and don't hit the bell.
Hit
Don't
the like button though.
Yes.
That can work.
No, pet it.
Oh yeah.
Pet it.
Okay.
And comment.
Oh,
We
yes.
love your comments.
I love those.
I like reading your comments,
Yeah.
even though it's not even my channel. Okay, bye.
But anyway, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.